Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will get the first possession of the game. It's a basketball state. There's no question about that. But when they square off for the Governor's Cup, oh, football is big time.
Oh, it's so beautiful, too. And usually interconference rivalry game, too. It means a lot to these fans, and the bragging rights are rich.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It's not just horse racing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. They play a big-time football game here as well. I've actually called this game before. These fans get hyped.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Cardinals! Reeled it in and just made the house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. They painted the state big blue in a Kentucky blowout the last time they saw the Cards.
And I think it's always fun to watch the response. In rivalry games, when one side gets...
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Patterson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking downfield, it's right. And he got smacked just as he rolled. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood.
He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies here, and he stopped from getting the first down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going up top. It's caught downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered.
Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
All right, well, the offense here is trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense given.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after. And you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's right. Going to take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got it set up on the outside. Gets away from one, finds room. Hit the gas, kid. Wow, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Delivers the contact. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw, it's right. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On the ground, it's Willingham. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He looks that one in nicely. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And that pass intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job.
He's going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
To the air. It's right. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the quick game. He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why for the the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Governor's Cup.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on 2nd down from the 16. The back goes in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Bounced off his feet.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense. Going over the top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown Cardinals. And And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Louisville 56, Kentucky 28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'll go to the counter. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. A quick strike touchdown up top. The last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some pop.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Cardinals are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. White wants to throw it. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way ahead. It's down at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Hands it off. Runs through a tackle. At the 15, he's looked. Flicks away another tackle. Open runway ahead. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over to they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the tailback. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. White going to attack through the air. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Louisville! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The Ville taking command as the Cardinals stretch the lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals doing everything right. They're doing everything they need to do. They are looking down their noses at Kentucky right now, saying, we run this state.
And it looks like Louisville just has the most composure between the two teams in this game, right? They're not making as many mental errors, and that's starting to show up on the scoreboard.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out.
You didn't have to say too much, huh? You know what to do, boy.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws to the back. Got a man. It's Patterson.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught on the outside. It's Wilcox. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They want to just keep throwing it. This one's complete. Just trucks through it. Off he And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Brings up second down.
On second down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And the Cardinals have taken it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's